story itself tells how the immigrants, we do a lot of things in order for us to get a green card.
Are you listening to yourself, Eric? Did you just say that you want to marry another woman?
Sometimes I get a little wondering. Sometimes I ask myself, what am I to do? Some people want to know about me. They ask me questions I don't know. They say to me.
There was a day somebody called me to come and do a wedding for him. When I went there, actually the wedding was for his wife getting married to somebody else. And the idea just came to me and said, what's going to happen at the end of the day? If this guy got his wife, real wife, and he allowed somebody else to marry his wife with the children, I know then something's going to happen. So I started following that story. At the end of the day, the man lost his wife to his American friend. And that's how I got Tears of My Joy. That's how I developed that story.
No, seriously, are you smoking something? It's your wife we're talking about here. You're asking me to marry your wife? Are you crazy?
When they called me back about 2 years ago that he has enough production that he was putting together, I said, sure, why not? I mean, I'm a stickler for productions. So he sent the script to me, I looked at it, and funny enough, at that time, I was looking for a Christian movie. Working with people like Tonto DK and the cast, it was quite fun, And usually when you're on set, you forget about your troubles. You have fun with the producer. You curse him out, he curses you out. You yell at him, he yells at you. He tells you, I want this done. He said, no, it's not going to work. And at the end of the day, everyone is working towards the best, towards a goal. And the goal is to have a good product at the end of the day.
So you messed up?
I'm sorry.
You messed up. Guess what? You're a bloody animal, and that's where you belong. Let's go.
If you're from your country and your country accepts you, why do you want to go through all that headache? Why don't you go back to your country and just settle down and do the best you can? Whatever you have achieved here, you can take it back home and make use of it. You don't have to go through all that. You see what happened to Ayo? Ayo lost his wife because of green card. You don't want to go through that. If you love your wife so much, or if you love your husband, you don't have to go through that. You don't have to.
Mr. Producer, see, this is where we differ a little bit. It is very easy to say, get up and go, but in reality, it is not easy. The question, the Tears of My Joy poses a question: what is a man or woman willing to do for survival? How far can we go for survival? Okay, so when a man is faced with such despair, when you're in that state, you do not know what you will do. It doesn't matter what anybody who hasn't faced that circumstance or that situation will tell you to do. There is no A, B, C, D to Z of this is how I'm going to do it. So if I'm faced with a situation like that, I'll probably deal with it differently. Ayo had his own way that he felt, hey, listen, this is the way I'm going to do it, and this is the way I'm going to survive. And his wife went along with it. So you have people out there who have different ways of dealing with this desperation. And it's a desperation that immigrants in this country deal with every day. It's not just African immigrants. Caucasians go through it. So I've seen people buy houses for that. It's not about survival.
I'm not saying they cannot go home, but a lot of people back home have this mentality that if you're in America, you're making it big time, and then you come back with nothing.
Hello.
In the Yoruba, it says, if you don't know where you're going to, you know where you're coming from. Your country they will never send you back. There's always something that you will always get back home.
They will send you back. Try going to your village with nothing in your pocket.
Oh no!
They will send you back to where you come from. Even your grandmother will say, "Where did you come from? I beg, go back there."
I beg now.
No, on a more serious note.
I'm not really discouraging people not to come to America. But before you come, if you have not been here before, do your research properly. Don't just jump into car to plane because you have a visa to visit or something like that. Because what you're going to go through here, if you don't have your things right, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, and you don't want to do that.
The danger in doing that is, one, you're risking yourself because it's impersonation. Two, you're risking the owner of the paper that you're using to work. So you're risking two blood centers. You're risking double deportation. Okay, but that's besides the point.
So there's a deportation possibility?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, not only if you are a citizen, they won't do that to you. But if it's only green card, yeah, you can do that. But it's not right. It's illegal to do that because if you're caught, they might deny you a lot of stuff and they may deport you. But if you're using somebody else, like a social security or something like that, and that person is a citizen, well, it's okay for the citizen because there's nowhere to go to.
You know, piracy, it's a cancer. You know, it's slowly eating deep into the fabrics of Nollywood, and it's a shame that people would stay in their homes and burn thousands and thousands of copies of these movies that they have no idea what it takes to put together. They slap this movie in, they enjoy it, and then they go to the back of their homes and they burn thousands of copies. They don't care about the producer who spent thousands of dollars to make this film. They don't care about the actors, they don't care about the directors, they don't care about what it takes. The intellectual property that went into the intellectual property, they don't care about this. You know, and all they care about is the little pennies and dollars that they would make out of someone's sweat. I don't see the difference between a thief, an armed robber, and a pirate.
Just the one thing that you wish viewers or people that watch the movie would take out.
I just want to let people know, if you look at what happened to Agnes, the major character, you know, the actress Agnes, people thought that was the end of her, that the old door was closed against her. But God can make a way for you in a minute. So don't give up. Whatever you're doing, don't give up. As long as you are with the Lord and God is going to be with you. When all doors are closed, a new door will be open. And when God opens the door for you, nobody can close it.
God works in the secret ways. Whatever challenges you're facing in life right now is probably God's way to get you to your destiny. You know, so whatever the character went through was probably God's way of getting her to her destiny. So that's just believe that whatever you're going through at this moment is God's way of taking you and preparing you for a greater destiny.